Did it start?
Yep.
Recording
All
in
right.
action. Hey.
So this is our first podcast.
First podcast.
Really exciting.
Hell yeah.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Okay.
So you go first.
I'm Deleigh, Hermes. Yes. I'm next year is actually my 20th year in Austin.
Love that.
Freaking crazy, right?
Yeah. Shit. That's great. What brokerage are you with?
Sotheby's.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. Realtor in Austin. For 6 years now. And I'm part of TreePack and LMT, which is Texas Real Estate Political Action Committee and the Legislative Management Team.
Nice.
It's a lot of acronyms in real estate.
Yes.
We'll play it out for y'all.
Yeah.
And then you are
I am
my partner in crime.
Yes. Rebecca Taurozzi. I am with Realty Austin / Compass. They were bought out by Compass, so we have the best of both worlds there. And I am also in TreePack and LMT and on the Alliance Committee and also on the YPN committee at the state level.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
We are involved.
Yes. And our podcast is The Real Deal.
The Real Deal.
Yeah.
Coming live from Austin, Texas. The Real Deal.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
I love it. So excited.
Yes. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I feel like we had a really good journey to get here.
Yes.
So we met in maybe a year and a half ago.
In TRLP. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we met in TRLP, didn't we?
Well, we met kind of before that. Like we saw each other kind of before that, but like we got really close in TRLP.
Right. Which is a Texas Realtor Leadership program.
Yeah.
Which is put on by Texas Realtors at the state level.
Yeah.
And it's like an 8-month-long course where we learn all kinds of things about real estate, the business,
About ourselves,
each
other.
Yeah, we learn how to give speeches.
Yeah.
We met there, and that was a great class. And then we had to do like an altruistic thing at the end where we put on. Actually, we did Cord's Christmas party.
Yes.
Right.
That one was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't know Cord Shiflett, he's a realtor in town, old school. He's old. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Cord, I'm
great.
kidding.
He's
I'm kidding.
great.
I'm kidding. We
You're
love
great.
you. No, he's a freaking boss in the
he
game. Just like good person.
So kind.
Gives back so much. And so, yeah, we helped out with his Christmas. He goes and buys all these gifts.
It's for tons of kids that are in foster care, and we get their lists and we get what they need and what they want, and we hear bunches of stories about each family, and so you spend about $100 per kid, and I think we had 10 families
Yeah,
per
we had a lot of
person. I mean, I
kids.
had like 6 baskets.
Yeah. And there was a 16-year-old that got a
got
car.
I know.
Yes, he bought her
I
a
was
car,
like,
and it
"What?
wasn't a
I want a
hoopty.
car?"
Like, it was a nice car. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I cried. Like, when she
No.
got it, she was freaking out because we
so
had like
amazing.
a big bow on it, and she had no clue. And then we brought her outside into the driveway, and she like didn't know what to do, and she was kind of freaking out a little bit. It was amazing.
I can't even
wow.
imagine how that changed everything in her life.
No, I always wanted a car with a bow on it. That never happened.
My parents got me for my first car. They were like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I just want something not ugly, Dad." And he was like, "Good one." And so we looked at like 4 different cars, and what he ended up getting me was a 1986 Buick LeSabre 4-door long body, baby shit green.
Yes.
He was
Wow.
like, "But the seat's
runs.
electric and the windows are electric." And I was like, "What?" Like when it would go down the highway, I would call it the boat.
Yes.
It would just go like that.
Dude.
But I could like it really wasn't probably the best idea because I could fit 20 of my friends in there. And then it was just shenanigans.
My best friend in high school, Alicia, one of my best friends, her dad got her the same. I think it was what was it? It was a boat. It was a boat.
Yeah.
It was big and blue, and it was had blue velvet seats.
Yeah, my seats were velvety.
And we could all fit in there, and we just pile in.
So many bad things happened in that car. If he would have got me some uncomfortable standard truck, I probably wouldn't have had so much sex in there. Thanks, Dad.
It's all his fault. He thought you were teaching you a lesson.
Got him.
Got him.
Good
Oh
times.
my God. So on the Real Deal, we talk shit. We drink
talk
whiskey.
All kinds.
All kinds.
Today's peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Screwball today.
Screwball today.
Because I'm a sissy and I can't do Maker's Mark.
I love Maker's
It's rough.
I just love whiskey on ice. It's like one of my go-tos.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was really good. It's just hard for me because I guess I'm a little bit of a sissy.
I'm just kidding. You're not. You're
right, I'm a
amazing.
pussy. But I was just like, okay. It lingers. It's a lingerer.
Mm-hmm.
In my
like exes. The worst.
It's the worst. Yeah.
Like a lingering ex is like the get out of town.
Worst. Yeah. Don't ever make babies with them.
No.
Then
that's why you can't. That's
away.
why you can't go back, just in case. That's like the ultimate karma.
Yes.
Like, fuck you from God, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, one last time. No. I don't mess
it.
around with that shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't go backwards either. I'm very stern on that. When I'm done, first of all, I was done probably a year before I broke it off. I just was like, still trying to fix them. Just can't do that. So then when I am finally done, I'm really done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But now you're married to an awesome guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Married. We have 7 kids, his and mine, and
So
a grandbaby, and I love him to death. He's my best friend, partner in crime.
Oh.
Yeah. And very supportive of my chaotic schedule. Whenever
yeah, I know.
Brandy
you know what?
did her speech.
Yes.
It hit home. It was such a good speech because it truly, like, if you're a single person, it's different, right? Like, you can kind of do whatever you want. But if you're in a relationship with someone who's not supportive of you in real estate and what that really looks like,
Right.
which is just working from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
I know.
Monday through Sunday. And,
Seriously.
And having, like, plans ruined at the whim, like, there's a leak at my client's house, cancel dinner and the movie, we got to go,
Yeah.
If you're not prepared to do that, you're not going to be successful because you're always going to care what your partner wants, and that can, if you don't have a good partner, you can.
Yeah. It can tread on your success.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandy is our Austin Board of Realtors new president. She just got inducted yesterday.
Yes.
And she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's kick-ass. Just like great personality. Full of just like gumption.
Yeah.
She's just
a
a
go-getter.
go-getter.
Yeah.
And she's got a great smile, and it just like exudes happiness, and you just like, you can feel it when she walks in the room.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited about her next venture into the president of ABOR.
And she's a friend of TreePack. We've had some presidents that were not friends of all of us.
Yeah.
And so I'm really glad that she's an ally in our
Me too.
fight.
Yeah.
So.
And so let's talk about what TreePack does.
Yeah.
Because I try to explain it to so many realtors, and like just at the Christmas party the other day, I was like, oh, do you invest in TreePack, to another realtor? And he was like, I try not to. And I was like, I said, do you know that's your like career insurance policy?
Yeah.
And then like I started just hammering things out, and he was like, okay, I'll look into it. I'm like, I'm serious.
You're like, well, I have a barcode for you to scan. I have a QR code here. You can scan. Just 15 today.
Seriously. So what we do, so TreePack's mission statement is to raise and disperse funds to support candidates that support realtor-related issues.
Which is homeowners' rights,
taxes, property taxes.
yeah. The ability to do our job there's a lot of things going on at all levels
Mm-hmm.
where they're trying to like make us W-2,
Right.
which would be wild.
Yeah. It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
I couldn't even imagine it. Anyway, yeah.
No. And I mean, the legislature tried to put a business tax on businesses like ourselves, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So your car was going to cost you an extra tax.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. Like we fight those bills. Those bills enter into legislation, and TreePack literally goes through thousands of bills a year. Like each
Constantly.
legislation.
Anytime there's a new one that even is coming down the pipeline, we know about it before anyone else.
Yeah. No, we have people that are there reading all of the bills to make sure there's nothing property rights related or real estate related. And if it is, it goes into another pile and we take a deeper dive into it. And we're going to see how it affects our clients, our consumers, right? Property owners. Is it going to impede on their property rights? Is it going to raise their property taxes?
Yeah.
If it is, we're going to fight it.
Yeah.
And that's what our funds go to, is to support the candidates who are friendly.
Vetted. And
to
we heavily vet them.
Yes, and that's where LMT comes in.
Yes, which is my
bread and butter, right? Yeah, I love it too.
Every second of that I love.
So the legislative management team is the actual team that vets the candidates that we raise the money for, that we support.
Yes.
So, and you know, in Austin this year, we got to interview a lot of the new city council members that were coming up for running.
Yes.
And we got to interview the mayoral candidates.
Yes.
So, I mean, we got explain the
process.
Yeah, explain the process.
So, each person has, I think it was 30 minutes to an hour that they got to sit with us, and there's probably 10 to 12 people in the room. We all had questions that we had voted on asking. It wasn't just
we didn't just make them up.
We did just
right.
We
talked. We had like 20 questions
that we voted on,
and then we all voted.
Yes.
Yeah, which ones are we going to be able to ask
that are going to prove if they're going to be able to support what we need as realtors and our clients, and so that our clients can buy and sell homes, and investors and builders and all of the things. And so then they come in and we start the process. They tell us their little spiel, and then we each go down the line and ask the question when they have time to answer it. And then at the end, they give like a little conclusion. But then after that, we kind of vote. Like, did this person say they would vote yes or no on this? Yes or no on this? Yes or no? And then it was very interesting because we could really tell and it's odd because I do believe that they were given the questions in advance so they could prepare how they feel and what they think. We're not going to catch them off guard.
Right.
But some of them did not answer the question. I was like, what is happening right now?
Well, sometimes some of the candidates, they would answer different questions the same.
Yes.
Too.
Yes, like the same speech
for different questions. And like really and truly,
they
had different answers. But if you don't know the material well enough or the subject in which you're being interviewed for, and they answered the same answers to multiple questions, that was an automatic.
Do they really even know what's going on?
I don't think that they're in a position for us to support them. Yeah. And, you know, and some of them were newbies, right? So, like,
and there was a lot, but
there was a couple of newbies, which major props to the newbies who ran,
100%,
because we need those people,
right?
You know, we always need new face in our politics, right?
And I know that people run in politics because they're passionate about a certain part of politics, right? Like it can't always be.
You can't know everything about everything,
you know.
But man, real estate really has so much to do with our economy and everyday life. More than you think.
Way more.
You know? Because I mean, before I was a realtor, I didn't think about it.
No.
I wasn't sitting here thinking about the value of properties and,
And if they put a creek there, what is it going to do to all the surrounding properties?
Right.
If they change a code.
No, not at all. But now that we're in it, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening here.
Yeah. I think that's why I like real estate so much is because I know I'm never going to know it all.
It's ever changing, isn't it?
Yeah. And where before when I did forensic accounting, I knew it all. I felt like
she was a forensic accountant.
Yeah. I could just
that blows my mind. It doesn't because your personality, I can see you being really good at that. But when you told me, I was like, oh shit. I was a photojournalist. I traveled the world. I took photos.
I
did great work though.
You did amazing work.
Very different than what you did. I have so much respect for that.
No, it was really boring. It was like 2 + 2 is 4. No. Your artwork is fantastic, and it was in the auction that we just had, and this lady won it.
You were the one that bought it?
Yes, I wanted it so bad. Like, I got on there as soon as I could, and I tried to vote for it before anyone else did.
You're the best.
I know. I was like, I'm buying that. Aww. She's so amazing. Yeah. Thanks. It'll be in our office one day.
Yay.
I'll be like, I know that lady. It's her.
I love it.
Yeah. I know. I was excited when you were like, I won something. And I was like, oh, did I win something? And I hope I did. I got all the things I wanted. So
awesome. Yeah. Oh, dang. That makes me feel awesome. Thank you. Yes. I do sell photography if anyone ever is
amazing
interested.
Photography.
Thank you.
So good. I love the super moon in it. It was my vibe all the way. I was like,
dude,
super moon. Yeah.
So. I made a point to go out. Like, it was like, on the Instagram reels, they're like, the Superman's coming.
Yeah.
I was like, I will be there.
Yeah. It was so beautiful. And anytime I ever try to take a picture of the moon with my cell phone.
Oh.
And they're like, the new Apple phone can do it. So my son was like, I need a new phone because I'm in photography. Anyway. So we got him the phone. He needed one anyway. And I tried it with his, and it's still
okay. You can't. So did you know that I think it's the Samsung or the Google, I don't remember which, it's one of those Android-ish phones, that they're like, we are the best moon photos out of everything.
I've heard that.
Okay. It's fucking AI.
Yeah, I love that.
So they did an experiment where they had it on a tripod in a room, and they had a flashlight, like a white light, across the room, and they focused the phone on it, and the moon popped up. It's fucking AI just over the fucking moon. It's not really the moon.
Though. That's kind of fun. Like, would it AI me cuter?
Would it what?
I need one of those cameras. Like, will
make you cuter?
I'm like, AI made me beautiful.
You are beautiful. We don't need more fake shit.
No, I'm pretty real. The only thing I really, really like to do is Botox so that people can't tell when I think they're stupid. I will spend a lot of money to make sure that people don't know I'm like this. They can't even see it, right? I'm like, can't tell, but that's me looking at someone like, what? Are you raised in an actual?
Well, I will admit that I am the worst face. Like, you can read my face.
Yes, me too. Not anymore, though. You don't even know what I'm thinking right now. You have no clue. It doesn't move anywhere.
We did an event together. Oh. We're not going to say what event.
Yes.
But we were at an event, and someone was saying something I found to be quite interesting. It was real estate related.
Yeah.
And I had a look. Rebecca was in the crowd. Yeah. I'm on a panel. Okay, this is bad. I'm on a panel. My face just showing it. Yeah. Someone in the crowd is asking a question, and I'm like, what is this bitch talking about? No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't thinking that, but I was like,
definitely thinking that. But
the face said it. Yeah. The mind was like, I can't comprehend right now. And then when we got off the stage, Rebecca was like, girl, you need to watch your face. And I was like, what?
So bad.
I was like, oh, that's why I'm so bad at relationships. They know exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, this motherfucker. They're like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing.
I love it. No.
So I'm working on that. Maybe I should get some more Botox. Actually, I've never had Botox yet.
I just get it here, just right here, because there's so many dumb people that I deal with on a daily basis. And I decided it was giving me more wrinkles because I'm constantly like, even when I'm like reading their messages, I'm making that face. And I noticed it one day in the mirror and I was like, you know, how can I? And so I went and talked to a lady and she was like, I can fix that up in $200. And I was like, sold. Yes.
Nice.
Do it. And so it's just like right here and right here so that I can't like squinch really hard. Like you can see where my nose tries to do it, but I'll fix that later. They have. So if you ever see my nose like right here doing it, you're like, she's fucking thinking someone's dumb as hell because my face can't do it.
That is hilarious.
Nothing up here, just right here because it really
accentuates.
It's too much. I was starting to see it all the time. My kids would talk. I'd be like, what? What I do wrong? Yeah.
There's this guy, Jeremy, that I met in Steamboat.
Okay. Oh, yes. I think you told me about this guy.
He's got the best, he's the best face guy in Austin, I think.
Really?
That he's fantastic. I saw his husband's face. Fantastic.
I don't want to look fake. I don't.
No. He's not at all. I didn't even know he had any. He's 60. Looks natural.
I love that.
I was like, okay, I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah. I told my husband I'm not going to age gracefully.
I'm just going to look up.
My face starts hanging off of my bones, that I'll just tack that back. I don't mind. Just a little tack. Yeah, I'm 43. It's going to happen soon. It's all of a sudden I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be like, what the fuck happened to my face?
What is happening? I know.
Yeah. And I will fix it immediately. I have a little saved up pocket of money, knowing whenever I need to snatch my whole body back into place.
His name is...
Tits and all.
We'll all get there.
Tits and all. It'll happen.
Jeremy Porcher.
Okay.
That's his name. And I'm just going to look up where he works because I want to give him a shout out.
Yeah, definitely. I love shout outs. Shout out to anyone who's great.
So that's what we're going to do on our podcast too.
Yes.
Is we're going to highlight local people, like our go-tos.
I want us to do some interviews with some lenders. We're
going to do interviews with all kinds of investors.
We're going to do some call-ins, so questions.
Yes.
And we'll be posting that the time when we do this so that you can call in and be on it at that time.
Right. So it'll be like a live.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be in person. You'll be able to call in. Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's at Austin Cosmetic Med Spa.
Okay. I love
So shout out to Jeremy for Austin Cosmetic Med Spa.
I love that.
He looks great, and he's 50 and his partner's 60. They look great, natural. And his partner was saying and he's a realtor also.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Houston.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, I know.
always love when people have names of cities.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
And they were awesome. They were the best. We met in Steamboat. I was at the gym and they were at the gym. And they're like, "Oh, we're in Austin." And I was like, "Me too." So we went on a big hike together. We went to have happy hour and have lunch together. Awesome crew. Yeah. Great peeps. So face stuff. There you go. That's
all right. Right now, I currently go to Victory Med Spa with Andrea. She's my go-to.
That's your go-to?
Lady. Nice. But I might look them up, see what's going on.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not a lot of things, but it's, it keeps me
I feel
not looking at people like they're stupid. She always laughs because it's like when you come in, you put on like, what's your purpose? And I'm like, make me pretty. Or I'm like, make me stop insulting people with my face. Like she always laughs. And she's like, you put the craziest stuff there. And I'm like,
yep. Well, we're crazy.
Yeah.
So, that's just how we do it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do shout outs.
Yep.
We're going to have people on.
Yep.
That are business related.
Yes.
It's not necessarily just real estate.
No.
So like our guests can be investors of any kind, business owners of any kind. We want to give shout outs because, businesses are our community. That's like what runs our business too.
Yeah.
Because our clients live in these communities, in these restaurants and bars and
small businesses.
Small businesses,
We're going to be starting to
anyone.
go try different places. And then if they're great, we'll give them a shout out.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're definitely foodies and drinkies.
Yeah. And if you, so business owners. And then if you have questions about real estate.
Anything real estate.
We'll have a time. We'll post it like a week in advance. And then we'll be able to post everything. Hey, call in this number, text this number, write your questions. You can call in, you can text in, whatever.
Yes.
And we'll answer it. And we'll just have like a full-on question and answer.
Yeah, and it can range from anything from land development to commercial, regular
residential,
leasing,
resale,
all the things we've
new
done.
builds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different.
So many avenues.
It's
bizarre.
I love it.
It's a lot. I mean, there's, so many different options.
Yeah.
Of routes to go down.
Yeah. There really is. It's crazy not to invest in real estate. It's such a smart thing to do, especially right now. It's a buyer's market.
It is
a buyer's market.
Yes.
Do not wait till April when everyone else in the world is out and about.
Mm-hmm.
Right now is the time. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. And it is picking up. Are you noticing it's picking up?
Yeah.
I have a lot more buyers pre-approved, ready to go, like actively searching. And I have listings. People are like, okay, should we list in the spring? Like, do you think we should? I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, well, this year's been rough with listings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just depends. It's so wild. My Georgetown listings, one went under contract in a week, and there's people still trying to send me offers, and I'm like, well, we already have an offer. They're like, can we send you an offer? And I'm like, we love another offer. I love that.
Yeah,
but
please,
because it was a contingent offer. So I'm like, send that over. Let me see.
Right.
So anyway, I should be getting that later. But then I have in one of the most sought after neighborhoods, sought after schools in Austin, Sweetwater neighborhood, beautiful home, immaculate. Open floor plan, great yard, great neighbor, all the things. And it's been on the market forever. That neighborhood has 10 to 12 listings that are just sitting there. We've been doing open houses. We've been doing community open houses. We gave out $50 gift cards to anyone who came by. And everyone comes in and they're like, I love this house. This is a great deal. I'm like, I know, it's probably so ready to move, and they're like, well, we're going to think about it. And I'm like, what? Hell is going on? Georgetown properties popping off the market, off sold that. Had 2 in Georgetown sell. I mean, we're closing, one already closed, one's fixing to close.
Nice.
I'm like, what is going on? I don't get it.
Oh, that's another thing we're gonna talk about is buyer needs.
Yes.
And our listings.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have any buyer needs, let us know. We're going to let y'all know if we have some buyers that are looking for something specific. Won't do it really on this one, but we will on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And then what our listings are, what that looks like, and when you can come see them anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us a ring.
Yeah.
Give us a ring. We'll show
anytime.
you.
I'll leave right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We were talking about the other day. We're not Pop-Tart agents.
No. Oh, no.
We don't pop up and just come to your aid. We schedule.
Yeah.
We vet.
Yeah.
And we show.
Yeah.
So
it's very important for that, because the agents who a lot of agents who are pop-up agents, they're either newer, they're don't really know what they're doing. They're not getting enough info.
Sometimes
there's so many things
I think
you need
it's
to do.
That's the only business they have, so they're like, fuck yeah, I'm not gonna pass it up. Right? So they're like, yeah, I'll be there any second, you know.
And during the pandemic, that's what we had
that
to
was
do.
crazy. We had to. You had to close anything there. Yeah,
but you do not now. You can.
But
say,
in a
okay,
normal
you want to look
market,
at this house. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this one and let's schedule 4 others.
Right.
Because we're gonna value everyone's time and get as much in as possible. And I'm gonna give you the comps on all these properties. I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna do a little investigating on each one. We're gonna really find out what's going on. The pop-up agents don't have the time to do that, and they're not doing it. And that's whenever
those are the agents that are the door openers.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. The process is very different whenever you have the time to get a buyer's agent packet ready, get all the listings in there, send what are the comps, what does it look like, what should you bid, what should you not, all the things.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. I like that we'll be able to give our buyer needs and wants, because it'll be for realtors too, not just. It'll be for the show's for everyone.
Everyone.
It's for agents, and it's for the everyday citizen.
Yeah.
That is interested in real estate
or
learning about real estate.
Entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
Like who wants to hustle? If y'all have any questions, we have so many contacts for all of that kind of stuff. Small business owners, people who are helping people build business in any aspect. Yeah. We can help with that.
We really do. We know a lot of people that own like laundromats and freaking amazing photographers that have amazing, successful careers. And I mean, across the board.
Yeah.
Bar owners, restaurant owners. Like, we know so many people collectively.
Yeah. It's an interesting industry being in real estate because you really are involved in so many different things.
So many people's lives, like my clients become my friends.
Yeah. Mine definitely do. My husband's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, they're coming to live with us. Like I did have a client live with me for 1 week. She was an older client who had moved from California, just decided I'm moving, and was staying an extended stay until she found her home.
You mean like the actual
extended stay?
Those are the Lakers.
No, they were they were so mean to her.
They were like accidentally stayed in one of those. No. I didn't know what it was. Girl, I thought I was.
No, it was
awful.
They wrote mean notes on her and left them on her car and told her to get the fuck out of here and go back to California. She was 86 years old. Yeah, they were so mean. And so
I believe it because it was not a nice place.
No, it was. And it
was I was like, what am I doing here?
It was.
How did I not know what this was?
Where she found it, I'm not going to say which part of town, but it was in a rough part of town, right? Like as a realtor.
Well, most extended stays are, which I found out.
Yeah. And so anyway, I got her out of that one because it was getting not safe for her. Like they were starting to vandalize her stuff. Like people who worked there.
That was terrible.
Right? No, it was horrible.
What is up with that?
I don't know. It was wild. And so I got her a little further north. I was like, you need to come a little further north. We looked for a place in Sun City. Oh. So I'm like, this is perfect for you. She's like, I need to find a man. He just needs to be able to walk. I'm like, I got you, girl. And so, so she moved further north, and it was during the ACL. And so all the hotels, like from Waco to Kyle, were triple the price. And
even in Waco?
No, they were packed everywhere. Everything was triple price. Wow, so like her night stay was like $550, and she still had a week to go. And I got with the lender and
before she moved into her new house
before she closed at her new house.
Wow.
And so I got with the lender and I was like, hey, I just want to check. I'm not asking for anything, any number, anything. I go, I just need to know, is she all right? Her hotel is costing her this much, so it's going to be an additional $4,000 before closing almost. Is she going to be, she's good, right? And they were like, yeah, she has the 4 accounts, blah, 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 blah. I've talked to this lady extensively because it was a lot of hand holding through this process. And I'm like, no, she has 3 accounts. And they're like, no, she has 4. We show 4. And I'm like, okay, let me call her. And I'm like, they're saying you have 4 accounts. Are you positive you don't have 4? Did you tell them about another account? Mm-hmm. Well, whenever they had pulled it, whenever you have kids, you can help them open a bank account when they're underage. And you're the co-signer on a child's account. So it was her granddaughter's bank account that they were showing in her bank account funds. And so she did not have that. And so they were like, no, she's not. And I was like, okay, so the only option was for her to come and stay at our house for a week because she wasn't going to be able to buy the home. Like, she was going to be homeless. She wasn't going to be able to close.
Oh,
or she was going to have to like dip and dodge out of a hotel. And I just couldn't picture that at 86.
No.
So I was like, what? No. And so I told her, I said, no, this is really weird. Right. But like, and I promise I'm not a weirdo, but this is a situation. Do you want to come and stay at my house for a week? And she was like, yeah. My husband's like, what the fuck is going on? He hates people. My husband hates people. I'm like, we're bringing this stranger from California to the house. My kids are like, who the fuck is this lady? I'm like, this is great. Hello.
That is amazing of you. That's what it takes.
I mean, I had worked so hard on that deal. It was closing. It was closing. It was closing. I wasn't gonna. I mean, was it gonna fucking have her homeless?
Yeah.
No.
If that's what it takes, that's what you do.
Yeah.
100%.
A pop-up agent wouldn't have fucking even thought to even ask.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No. Also, that's where the partner comes back in play.
A very supportive partner.
Because I definitely dated someone that would not have been down.
My husband
with that.
He literally hates people. Like.
No, he doesn't.
No, he kind of really does.
He's a nice guy.
He's really, really sweet. He loves me, so he tolerates my shenanigans.
Yeah.
He tolerates whoever I bring around because he knows he has no choice. He has no choice. Yeah.
Dude, well, good. That's amazing of you.
Yeah.
What a crazy story.
Yeah, that was a funny story. So then several times after that, she came to Easter a couple times. She came to the holidays. He celebrated her birthday. She was here all alone, California. And then I tried to make her and my mom friends, and that went kind of south.
Really?
No, it went like wild.
No way.
No, it's a crazy story. Probably shouldn't tell it on the podcast just in case anyone sees it, but it went a little swirly, and so now it isn't in the picture anymore. But I wish her all the happiness. I just have I have to pick my mom.
Right.
I have to pick my mom.
I know.
But she's doing good. She's probably having lots of fun on Thirsty Thursdays in Sun City. That there.
Because they're wild, dude.
They are wild. There's lots of
parties. They're like empty nesters or like widows, and they're like, woo!
Yeah, I have a funny story. Me and Joe were at one of our local wineries. Shout out to Grape Creek Winery in Georgetown. It's our jam. We were sitting there and there was like live music and we were just relaxing. It was like perfect weather. And there's 4 seats at every chair. And so people were like, oh, can we sit here? And we're like, yeah, sit, right? So we're talking, older couple, older red-haired lady. She was kind of cute. I was like, get it, girl. I'm like, I need that dye one day. Because I've never dyed my hair, but I know it's going to come one day.
Yeah.
Like it's going to happen. And like I said, I'm not going to age gracefully. I'm going to keep that shit as young as possible. And so... and when they left, they slid over a card, and I was like, oh, this is their business card. Like I was assuming like, oh, here's my real estate card, here's your thing, and I thought, oh, they're giving me their card so that I can, because we had chatted a little bit about real estate like any realtor does anytime they chat with anyone.
Right. Yeah.
It's all is my whole life. I'm
Right.
sorry. I don't mean to be gross
Giving
about
out
it. I'm not
mini
trying
cards.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just what I do. And when they left, I took the card out because I was like, what the fuck were their names, right? I'm the worst person about names. So I apologize in advance. Anytime I meet anyone, tell me your name 5 or 6 times because I'm not going to remember it unless I coordinate it with like a joke of some sort. Like Big Head Billy. No, just kidding. And so, and it was their swingers card. It was like Joanne and Bill for fun times and whiskey. And I was like, what? What the fuck? My husband was, I know, because my husband has zero tolerance for any shenanigans like that. Like he was like, give me that card. I'm like, no, I'm keeping it. He was like, I bet. But no, they have like fucking business cards. They don't fuck around out there.
Whoa.
Business cards for that.
Okay, that's a whole new level.
Yeah.
You know, in Lakeway, they just put the pineapple upside down in the front of the cart. And
yeah.
Day, you could put your flamingo shirt on or something.
Yeah.
But,
little penguin in the yard. What are the things?
It's flamingos.
Is it flamingos?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is because I used to live in Lakeway.
Yeah.
And me and my ex we didn't have kids. And so we moved out there because he loved the lake. And there's an airplane out there, airstrip out there because he was a pilot. So he was like, let's be by the lake. We got the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, sure. So we go on this Lakeway adventure, right? And the swingers thing is real.
100%.
100% we were pursued for sure. And I was like, and then
like, I don't want to have sex.
No. I was like, no. And then we were at a Christmas party one time. So it was like either you're a swinger or you had a family. There's no in between.
They were like, you're single, but they were like wondering what was wrong with you.
They really were. They're like,
do you know where you moved?
So how many kids do y'all have? And we're like, oh, we don't have kids. And they're like, well, what are you doing in Lakeway? Like straight up, someone asked me that at a Christmas party. I was like, we don't belong here. I was like, okay. I was like, well.
I just want to point out that I finished mine first today. It's very good. Love me some peanut butter whiskey.
It's tasty. So the peanut butter whiskey, there's a drink. It's like a White Russian, but with the chocolate liqueur.
Okay.
And the screwball.
Okay.
And it's a fucking like chocolate White Russian thing.
Delish.
That is so good. And during COVID, me and my cousin Stephanie made them. It was like our jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime it's cold, the screwball whiskey comes out. It makes me want to like cuddle up with a blanket and like look for houses.
Give out swinger cards.
Yeah.
Get you wilding out.
Yeah. Jeez. No, it was pretty crazy. And so now we're like, when people are like, can we sit here? I'm like, no, I got to put my leg up because of my knee. Oh, sorry. My husband's like, don't let him sit. Don't let him sit. Don't let him sit there. And I'm like, okay, Jesus, they're not. And I'm like, I'll talk to you later. Just leave your card on your table. Just kidding.
Dude, I have a lot of friends that do the swinger thing, and I'm just...
It's not my jam. It's not my jam. I know... I have lots of friends that do that. It's just
groovy.
I'm very territorial of what's mine. Like if it's mine, like a dog, like I pissed on that tree. It's mine. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same with clients, you know.
Yeah. I'm like,
don't fucking touch them.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't show them properties. I know I could ask 7 people, but do I want them to go? Are they going to laugh at their jokes more than my joke? Not want me to be their agent?
I'll show them. I won't steal them, I swear. We can sign a contract.
Yeah.
I got your back, okay?
I really have gotten to the point where I don't even care. That's really bad. But I'm like, if they don't want to work with me, like if they like someone else better, I'm like, do it.
Well, you know what? The thing is with buyers and having so many buyers, you can't be in so many places at once.
Yep.
That sometimes you have to have showing agents.
Yes. Yeah.
To help with the process, because you can list 30 listings.
Yes.
You can't have 30 buyers.
No.
Because it requires you to show.
Yes.
And it's very involved. So we get to that point.
Yeah.
Where we can have showing agents.
Do you ever do the showing agent company where it's like
the Show Ami?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried it?
I haven't tried it yet.
I think I would like them. Just because, but
I do have an agent who showed me.
Yeah.
Like he showed it to me.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's great. You just pay $50 and they go show and you let your client know. And
normally with my team that I'm growing, I'm like, hey, I'm drinking in Fredericksburg. My clients found their dream house. It's way too cheap. It's going to get sold. I know it is. I need some, normally if I look at it. Well,
you're always there, but we have to have, no.
Yes, I am. I do go there a lot.
You are always there for your clients.
Yeah.
But we have to have weekends off.
We have to.
At least one weekend a month. I mean, seriously.
I really do try once a month to do something with my husband because he's so supportive and knows that I'm gone most nights because that's when people are off work.
Right.
And then I also, all the things that we're involved in takes a lot of our time.
Yeah, we do a lot.
But I love it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just bored watching Netflix at home, drinking whatever.
Screwball.
Yeah. So.
Got a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to throw that all over my face. Do you remember that scene in Airplane where he's like, I got a drinking problem? And he just throws it.
I love it. Yeah.
God, it would have been so funny.
It's really important for us to have that time. But whenever I ask my agents that are on my team to show a property for me, I'm like, hey, if they pick this one, you can have that deal. Like I've offered that many, many times. And so one of them did like the property and then we couldn't get lending through. And so I was like, oh man, I felt so bad because I really wanted to like give that to that agent, you know? But
that's awesome.
Yeah, I really try to do that because I am normally available and I do all the different hours and different shifts and I don't care, and I'm showing whatever. But
we had the Tom Ferry event the other day.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm on my way. She's coming from north of Georgetown. She's literally like, and it was at the airport.
I was there.
She was parking.
I saw the people getting stuck in the grass.
She was parking. And she was like, hey, my client who can only view properties at this time has to look at a property and I have to go. And I was like, the fuck?
I know.
I was like,
it was my commercial client. And so I had to go. I was let's go. And like, we're working on that deal. We're finding out some specifics on it and hopefully we'll be able to.
Good.
Yeah, no.
I meant to ask you.
Yeah.
How it went.
It went really, really well.
Good.
And so.
I was like, bitch, no.
I know.
Come hang out. No,
and then it
was good.
Yeah. Then when I got all the way back north, show that property, and then I was still able to make Kim Burns' team was doing a class. Nice. It was for the appraisers, office, and so that was pretty interesting. So I was able to go to that one. So I didn't have I did something educational that day because in my mind I was like, I'm supposed to do fucking education today.
Yeah.
And so I did still. So I was really happy about that.
I'm glad to hear that. I want an appraiser on here to come talk.
I would love that. I have one.
They are mysterious.
Yes. And
I
trapped
non-existent
one in one of my listings one day and I was like, just trying to distract them. No, I'm just kidding. I was I'm just kidding. I was really just trying to ask as much as I could while they were there. They were friendly and not like, why the fuck are you here?
They weren't cutting you off.
Yeah. And I was like, can I ask you a couple questions? And they were like, yeah. And so I got her business card. She's amazing. I wanted her to either do a class for my team or she would be perfect to come in. She would love to do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this mysterious, crazy thing. It takes 2,000 hours unpaid
Yeah.
to become an appraiser.
Yeah. I want to know
That
what
is
to look for.
nuts.
Like, I kind of know, but I want to know what really to look for in a house so that I'm not wasting my client's time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
Like,
sure.
because there's things they see because they're trained to look for it. And I want like a list of 10 things. That would be the tits. You know, that would be great.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're looking at all the comps too. So, like, that plays a part in the property as well.
Yeah. I was a little worried. Mine was a beautiful property. It was on a half an acre. But in the back, it was in a neighborhood, right? In Georgetown. And in the back, though, it was no HOA in this neighborhood, which is
awesome.
Fucking amazing. But there was looked like a commercial warehouse of some sort, kind of shed thing that was happening over here. And so I was like, man, I wonder if that's going to be an issue. And sure as shit, she was like, what is that? And I was like, that's a fence. I was like, I don't know what you're looking at. I was like, the fence? It's a wood fence. And she was like, no, is that a residence? Is that a commercial? What is that? And I'm like, well, this is all, it could be whatever. There's no HOA here. I don't know what you're asking me. I was just like trying not to answer the question.
I don't know.
I wish I knew what to do with my hands.
It has 4 walls.
Yeah.
It's got 4 walls and a floor.
But it actually was a commercial building.
Okay.
And so like that did go into it. And I was like, damn, I didn't think that went into it.
Right.
And I didn't ask, and I should have, like, did that make the value higher or lower?
Right.
But probably lower. But maybe not, because there's the potential for everything in here to be commercial. If something could be commercial in here, right? So I couldn't decide if
it was zoned commercial or what?
No, that specific property, I literally have no idea. I know that it was used as a commercial thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I know. I want to ask that. That's a good question.
I want to pick the brain so much on appraisers. I mean, it's like, because for y'all who don't know,
they can kill the whole deal. They can kill the whole deal.
Well, yeah. They can kill the whole deal.
Yeah.
But we don't ever speak to them.
Nope.
I mean, I have showed up when the appraisal is happening with my own comps.
And sometimes they tell you to fuck off with those.
Sometimes they say fuck off. Sometimes they're like, okay, yeah, we'll take a look at them. I mean,
but it has to be very specific. That's what we did learn.
During COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, I showed up at every appraisal.
Oh, yeah.
And I called every house that had recently been appraised and that got approved for their loan.
Yeah.
Because everything was like $100K over.
Yeah.
And if 5 of them in the neighborhood were $100K over and my client was offering $100K over, okay, I'm just going to give you the data. You can make your own decision.
Yeah. It was really, really tricky for us during that time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I went to all of those. I would bring like cookies, tacos, tequila.
Yeah, I would wear, like whiskey. Here you go.
Just kidding. I was like, what are we looking at today? Like, don't look at that. Just kidding. I didn't know that. But it felt like we needed to. Honestly, it felt like we needed to.
No, during COVID, I showed up at every appraisal.
Yep.
Like after COVID chilled out, I don't show up at every appraisal. But
if it's a tricky one,
if it's tricky or like weird, but if it's like a normal everyday residence, I don't have any issues with it just happening.
Yeah, something with ours I was really worried about. During the appraisal, we were having the septic tank lateral lines redone. And it was supposed to be done before the appraisal, but it wasn't. So it was happening during the appraisal. And that's why I showed up, because I was very worried that they were going to be like, I was like, we're fixing that. It's going to be done in 1 hour. Like I was concerned, right? My clients were concerned. I didn't really understand for sure what all the appraisers looking at. And she was like, that has to do with inspection. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like
and I was
different.
like, what? I was like, what do you mean you don't care? Like, what if we were just digging that up for nothing? So that I was really worried about that. And she was like, no, we like measure the walls. We're looking at for cracks. We're looking at the foundation. We want to know the neighbors. Like that was it.
The neighbors.
Like what was built around it.
Yeah.
Right. Which was the commercial. And like, was this a trash house or a good house or, you know,
trap house?
Same.
Either.
Same. No, like just like what was the
Oh, we're 3 minutes over.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Are we? No, we're at 55.
Are we? Oh yeah. Okay.
We have 5 more minutes.
Got it. It goes by so fast. I
really
I
does.
just have so much fun.
I know. I love it. It's really great.
I love it. Okay. We are going to have some badass people on here.
Yes.
We're going to have call-ins. You can ask anything you want.
Yes. We're going to be posting some different things in the next few weeks, hoping to get some type of engagement in what y'all want us to talk about. Anything real estate or business or entrepreneur or anything, life shit. We can talk about whatever. I have a crazy life.
It doesn't have to be just real estate.
You know, it can be whatever.
Business, could be Austin oriented, could be
any of the
suburb oriented. You got questions about
when we're going to have call-in times available. We're going to start working on that and get that out there. So think of your questions and hopefully we're not boring. I think we're not.
I don't think so.
I can be more animated like a clown.
We're not boring looking, I don't think.
No. I'm pretty colorful.
Cheers. You don't have any whiskey left.
No, I know. I drank it all.
Well,
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, give me some of it. Oh, no.
Oh, well, I got one sip. You want my backwash? Well, I mean, just pour another little sip in there.
It's okay. Yeah. So
I'm excited. So this is called The Real Deal.
The Real Deal.
And should we say how we've been thinking?
Oh my gosh.
Like we've been thinking
tell about
names
how we found it. We got
forever.
We have 2 minutes to explain it.
We had been thinking about names. Honestly, to be honest, we're going to be honest here.
Yes.
This isn't our first episode.
No.
This is actually like our 4th episode.
I know I was going to wear a Christmas sweater, but I was like, that doesn't, and then my hair is going to be short in this one. The other ones are going to be a little bit longer.
So we'll just tell.
Yeah.
I fucked up. The podcast, I'm through Pouch Studios, and Pouch is awesome.
Amazing.
They're kick-ass. And so I thought that if it was in my Google Drive and I click the link that they sent, here's your episode, and I clicked it and it went in my Google Drive, that it was mine.
Yes.
But it was not.
It was not.
So our first one that we did fucking got deleted.
You know what? I actually don't mind that because we were at different brokerage. I was at different brokerage, and also it was in a different studio. I really love this studio.
Me too.
So I don't mind it.
Yeah, I love the studio. So we were at the North one on the first one.
And that one's great. I love it. I love that they had the screen where we could like post, like put our computer screen onto. I did love that. Yeah. But this more feels
more homey.
Our vibe.
Yeah. And then so we did the second and third. And then I found out that we fucking lost the first one. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So
this is a redo of our first.
And actually, we didn't have a name.
No.
We just started, which was honestly my favorite part about it. We were just like, because we do tree pack, right? So we went to Washington, D.C.
Oh, so good.
And our first episode was in March, April.
Yeah.
April, I think, right? We're like, let's talk about DC because it was awesome.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's do a tree pack podcast. And it was kind of just like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh shit, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
That we're going to keep doing it. So then.
And I've seen podcasts that are way less, I don't know,
exciting.
Right. Like people with voices I can't stand, different, you know, I feel like my voice isn't that bad.
No, you have a great voice.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, I love it, and we're gonna do it 100%. We've done a lot of research on it.
then one night we're like, okay, after like our third one, which is, and we have a minute left, but if we go over, I guess we'll have to pay
it's
a little extra. It's all right.
It's okay.
So we're going to get the story out.
Yeah.
So on our third one, we were like, okay, this is fun as fuck.
Yes.
Love it. Vibing. Like, we're getting everything down, like all of our like ins and outs and what we're going to do and how all of them are going to happen. And we're going to do market reports here and this here. And we're just brainstorming, and we're all trying to like think of all these ideas, and we're both like, you know, brainstorming ideas, and we're chat GPTing ideas, and we're like
names,
I mean,
all
we're
kinds
just
of things
coming up, we're going from every avenue trying to pull out like the perfect name. And one night I was just laying in bed, and I was just thinking about putting on an awesome event, and I was just thinking like
it was like 10:30 at night.
Yeah. And I was just like laying there, and I was just thinking about the podcast, and I was like, yeah, we're the real deal. I was like, we're real bitches. And I was like, the real deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, how about the real deal?
Yeah.
I was like, I like it.
I love it.
And she liked it. And then I was like, oh shit, the real deal. Witty in the City was one.
Yes.
I really thought that
what
was cute.
The other one. It was something like, with whiskey.
Oh, was it? I don't remember.
Bitches and some whiskey.
Oh yeah, it was like
crazy.
Two bitches in a house or something.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. My husband,
I mean, we thought
Joe's
of everything.
like, I don't know, babe. And I'm like, what? You don't like it? These bitches, whiskey in a house. So he was like, are you drunk? I'm like, I don't know.
So
maybe.
Yeah. So we like went through the whole thing, and we were just thinking, because like we're down to earth.
We are. And pretty authentic.
We
other than this
both.
Everything else is real.
Like, dude, our business, like just our whole business models, like each one of us are just like down to earth, real as fuck. Like, I don't put up with any of the bull crap. If someone's trying to play me, I'm just like, okay, bye. Like, I'm not gonna work with anyone who's a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I don't want to. I'm a happy person.
I'm a happy person.
I'm a happy person.
I was talking about that at lunch day. I'm like, you know what? I wake up every day. I'm happy as fuck.
Yes.
Like,
I'm like, I don't have time to be around people that are in a bad fucking mood.
Right.
I understand a stressful time.
Yeah.
Different than a bitch.
Yeah.
You know? So, anyways, I was like, we're fucking the real deal. And that's how it came up. I was just thinking in my head, I was like, we're just both the real deal.
Yeah.
I was like, the real deal.
Yeah.
So
that's perfect. We're going to do like we're going to have a little like kind of preemptive commercial thing. Not like commercial, but like.
Oh yeah, like the intro.
The intro. It'll be really fun.
We'll do the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll all come together. And so this is our fourth but first
yeah.
episode,
yeah,
which is cool. I like it. It was like a recap, and now we're like in the zone, and we know exactly what we want to do.
It'll make the next one seem funny because it's still us trying to decide.
Yeah.
So just be prepared for that.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna see this one, and then you're gonna see the next one. We're gonna have long hair. Yeah, so we'll have 2 more episodes after this that were like first, second, third. This is technically our fourth, but first.
Yes. And
then our 5th will be our 4th.
Yes.
And then we'll be on track.
Yes. I'm very excited about it.
I
feel
am
like
too.
2025 is gonna fucking kick ass.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. And so we want to know your input too. Like, we're thinking like once a week.
I think once a week.
Because real estate's like moving so fast.
It's a month, and now I think it does move too fast to do.
At least bi-monthly.
Probably once a week.
Once a week. But I like once a week.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, especially with listings and buyer needs, like that shit happens quick.
Yeah.
And it gets taken up quick. So, and this is for realtors too. Like, if you have something that you want to call in, like, and call it in.
We'll share some great properties.
This is all gonna be on. If you have anything off market that you need to get flipped, like let us know.
Clients also that are looking for some great opportunities. Flips. We need flips.
Yeah.
We both have that.
Yeah, I have several clients that are like
constantly
tell me,
show me something and I'll buy it.
Right. Yeah. But it's got to be off market.
Off market.
Yeah.
They do not want
and priced right.
Yeah.
We're not trying to, you got to flip, you got to make money. So
yeah,
you got to be priced right.
Nice.
So yeah. So, I mean, for realtors too, if you want to call in your properties that are off market, like call in.
Yeah.
And we'll launch it out too.
100%. Either send a message, anything. We'd love to help everyone be amazing.
Yeah, we want our community to be lifted up. We want all of our realtors to be lifted up. We want our clients to be lifted up and their properties sold and bought fast. And so we're all in it together.
Yes.
Because competition is no. Yeah. We're all at the top working together.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yeah. We want to create a community working together.
100%.
Yeah.
I love that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Shit.
I don't have any more in mine.
You don't have any more whiskey?
God damn. Air cheers. Right. All right. Well, till the next time.
On The Real Deal.
The Real Deal, bitches.